This is the SSC Ultimate Aero, and it's one of the limited cars that absolutely came out for the most expensive vehicles, but perhaps limited times of their vehicles are extremely expensive around here, as we're going to be checking out on the shop, and we're going to be doing all the way for many more battles we have came from. As we scroll down for many more of these new cars, and not coming out for this one requires for season access, and I was down to $6 million in cash. So as we never tried to say, we never buy the Ford Mustang away for just a little bit gone all the way down, as we just never able to complete everything as possible. But before we just absolutely complete to buy for 9 million, so unfortunately, that doesn't gonna be literally try to buy many more vehicles as possible. So we didn't own many of these vehicles, and because it's pretty not sure that doesn't making any sense as well. We have for 273 mile per hour this vehicle, and it's time to make something ridiculously fast. Now we're going to be doing something for many more races. The season ends in the last 34 days that I just finally got for the 7,000 trophy Ferrari 499p. And finally, we're going to be doing about for the street races. The engine start sounds pretty good, but looks like we're going to be doing something is a little bit more of them. But not more of them. We're going to be doing something for ridiculously miles SSC Ultimate Aero versus Tuatara. So, as our top speed isn't going to be going for very much quicker, as we just topped off to 273 miles an hour and blast all the way, and I won't be able to get cost around for many more of these things. A 7th gear is absolutely pretty unlocked as well, as we're trying to hit around for these 3 laps, 215 miles an hour, 5,000 miles driven in about for many more of these things. The 7th gear is unlocked, but possibly I will be able to try to make things for very best mile per hour vehicles that we're just going to be achieve all of the miles per hour cars as literally even possible. 220 miles per hour is going to make things a little bit going further. 60 seconds off the course. Now a little bit for just the same as top speed Forza Horizon franchise that doesn't no longer being here in such as Forza Horizon 4 and Horizon 5 as literally even possible. As we're just going to be keeping ourselves for a various top speeds, but the handling that's causing the speeds that couldn't able to slow or speeding up for just as well. And looks like it's not going to be making for very sure a 270 miles per hour driven. Finally, which is eventually crash all over to this one. When the SSC Tuatara is going to be coming to get me, that doesn't making even much more try to make to do so. Even I couldn't able to make it for such as very longer as unlock it for the 7th gear. Perhaps it has been 2 minutes long as we just try to go uphill, that losing our speed and horsepower. 272 miles per hour finally. This doesn't admit it to get all the way for just like a 260 miles per hour, just like the top speed, more faster than the McLaren Speedtail, and already down into 220 miles per hour. That doesn't gonna be very sure that I'll be using for a Koenigsegg CC8S for just about for many more downs to go. If that I just probably turn so that loses top speed, this isn't going to be going for very much greater ideas to get all the way for about for just a various top speed, and then that doesn't going to be making for just a very longer. It was just a theory of the top speed of stock car auto racing in the finish line, and finally we have made it another achievement for the highway drivers. For I'm probably that I just got 19 trophies. We got here. We just absolutely achieved here. And now the season 7 race or the season 6 race is going to be pretty start. Now I'm pretty sure that we're going to be trying to start as one lap. If before this isn't going to be to do for its one trial and try to beat them, as everybody just going to be trying to say on that in the chat filter. Even that was absolutely going to be using for the Black Edition. So 15 seconds, let's just going to be going. I hear police sirens. Now this is absolutely for one lap. And I'm not very sure that we're going for the season 6. I just literally heard the police car is going to be possible. Let's just going to be lead out my sight. And we're ready to go. Let's see for our first acceleration isn't going to be very work. The horsepower sounds weak. And probably this isn't going to be going to downgrade. And I likely ever try to say most likely horsepower isn't going to be very enough. As we try to see for its best season, I can hear a police car out of my sight as well. As the acceleration from 0 to 60 isn't going to be very enough. Now let's just going to be trying to do what is insane. But what I just going to be trying to do. Fastest one gear. I'm going to be finishing one achievement after 2 minutes for its first thing. And finally, we decided to get all the way to finish. As you can brake, that decides to swing around for sideways or backwards, it's got to be going for full brake. And now the stunt course test. By the next morning, we're just going to be trying to turn off the headlights as possible. I won't be going to be able to try to make things as very fast. We're not trying to drift all the way, but failure to do so. But looks like I cannot believe this isn't going to be going fast enough. But let's just say we're just going to be going into the top selection of street races as well. And this is why we're going to be trying to make things a little bit as possible without trying another one. Let's just try again for another lap. Back on season 5, I just masterized all of this one. And because of the sudden, is absolutely made for the fastest laps as possible without having any more like these things as well. Let's just going to be reaching all the way to that style without having any kinds of power slides as well, as we never able to see about for this one. And we just absolutely finished for the season 5 trial. Now next one is gotta be the rally selection. I should be able to take around for many more of these things as well. And the next test will be is the drift test. How the car is absolutely drifting about for this one. I do not pretty sure. And would you just admit to try to guess around here? It's grippier than I just ever tried to do so. Even we do not able to use drift cars. Only Limited has the advantage. And because like I just tried to say, we cannot able to just use a rally challenge with this vehicle. But the next thing it is, will we try to use around for the police chase test or the circuit, or pretty not possibly that doesn't gonna be as well. Let's just try the dune, as of course this isn't gonna be going all the way as one laps as well. Now the next thing we'll be gonna be doing for about the testing is only one. The dune race, the circuit race, the drag race from 0 to 60, not doing for such a street racing as one gear. Only one lap is gonna be taking advantage today. I will bring back $10 million in cash before that, despite is gonna be going all the way back here. Get more credits and more inside of this game. And likely I say, we're gonna be ready to upgrade for this entire vehicle that can cost around for millions. Over $100 million in cash will be a lot of these things as Delazu as possible. Hit that wall because looks like under 20 seconds has failed. because this isn't gonna be going all the way for just excited about happy and no longer being the Forza franchise. Now, as we just by seeing around for the racetrack corners, as always, our next test will be at the dirt rally selection. Let's start the 1 lap trial before that doesn't even matter to get around. So, but the first thing is, we're gonna be using around for this final test, and 0 to 60, and the top speed is 272 miles per hour. Check. 0 to 60, unchecked around here. Rally lap times, we're about to see what happens of this vehicle. We're not gonna be using for power slides anymore because there's a Hennessy Venom. Oh dear, we got for any professional cars as well, even for its rally battle for its first time. It's just a test immediately. The 0 to 60 isn't gonna be very start. I can hear the cars raping onto me, and this isn't gonna be very such as the best idea. So looks like we just waste our time and didn't admit it to get on time for just about here. So started to get off time and about for many more of these things. Let's just gonna be get all the way on time for about for here. So despite this is actually for good drift around here for the inside of the corner, and looks like we just eventually gonna be going off course. And this is absolutely pretty good as well. And the final corner must be perhaps we're about to win. Finally! 9 trophies we have admitted. And then next is 0 to 60. Let's try to do quarter of a mile Koenigsegg Regera versus SSC Ultimate Aero. Let's just try to make things a little bit fun, but without upgrading the vehicles. But not without upgrades, let's just gonna be completed without further notice. I'm gonna be completely trying to say yes. I got hit by a tow truck, and looks like that doesn't gonna be really mean to do so. Finally, over 200 miles per hour we have just officially driven and against as well. And the final test is the circuit race. Let's just do for about 1 lap. Even others took the win. The best lap time will be about for many of these things. Over 60 seconds, and about for this helpful usernames. Oh dear. We feel such as started to get a little bit even worse. And then things are started to get such a very worse indeed. Now we're gonna be win about for just any more times. This isn't gonna be going for about for just a theory win. 2 SF90 Stradalis and 1 quad bike versus SSC Ultimate Aero. This is where I got here for a limited time, and because I should be able to get for 1 limited time for as well. I heard SF90 Stradalis behind them as you just try to brake. As you can see, some kind of for a spoilers or just double spoilers that's just gonna be coming up for it just as well. So 1 spoiler has came up or the left while during corner. So as we're just gonna be trying to hit the brakes, the spoiler on this left is probably we're gonna be making under 40 seconds. Isn't gonna be making for very much sense. Finally, we just made it under 40 seconds about for this thing. But this is how we're gonna be doing rematch. About for this best battles, perhaps this isn't gonna be going all over to this one. But what about right behind them? 39 seconds, 11 trophies, $9,000 in cash. And probably I just made a great win in the 2nd place. It's pretty such as a weird idea. Now let's just gonna be doing for a 2-lap race between them, the R34 and R35 versus SSC Turatara, SSC Ultimate Aero. Now let's just gonna be doing for a rematch once again, and it will be about the time that we're at the end of this video for immediately right now. So 1 opponent has been left, and looks like I need to do what is exactly how we wanted to do. We have 1 or 2. Wait a second. I don't see him either. So let's just gonna be trying to upgrade this vehicle. Let's just do this once again. Hit the brakes, and probably this isn't gonna be going to just this win. and I need immediately more horsepower regained there. I cannot believe this isn't gonna be going for pro mode. I would rather to say we're gonna be going faster than everyone itself, just like Cookie Run Kingdom. Impossibly to try to make things a little bit itself. Forza Horizon franchise. If you like for today's video, just you matters that you rather leave a like and subscribe. And about for today's video, and looks like 39.2 seconds. And that is absolutely, we're going to be seeing how to the end of this video, because the limited time and the race upgrade that will be subjected around cost $2 million to maximize the upgrade, or $3 million means 300 miles per hour. So even for this one, and the tires are just always normal tires as well. So we're going to be upgrading, and about the spoilers is available around here. You can change around for this Gran Turismo style, and probably admitted this is absolutely going to be turned into a GT1 style, but perhaps not that camber as well. So looks like we have all the cars, but nothing that you're worried of. So if you like for today's video, just leave a like and subscribe and click the bell that I just already said. Thanks for watching and for all your support that I having for this favorite of this vehicle named SSC Ultimate Aero. And just like Jackultramotive, and just absolutely bought here from Forza Horizon 1 limited time as well. Thanks for watching and for all your support, and this is gotta be Turbo Concept is gonna be signing off. And I wonder that never returns from Horizon 5 and Gran Turismo. And I'm gonna be see you mini lads all later, and especially Cookie Runners as well.